To hear what Simon had to say, because it looks like I might have a job going past the budget, with the emphasis that was given on innovation. Yeah, Peter Maxwell. I'm based down at the Innovation Park down in Waikato, where I'm an employee. We have been appointed the regional partner for the Ministry of Science and Innovation's Tech NZ program for both the Waikato and the Bay of Plenty. That is also part of this new partnership called the Regional Business Partnership, which is actually two support agencies coming together. You've got Tech NZ and MSI on one side, and you've got New Zealand Trade and Enterprise on the other. And what we're doing is looking to support businesses to develop, innovate and grow. And there are two sides of it. The New Zealand Trade and Enterprise side of it is very much the first two, looking at business needs, doing an assessment, coming back with action plans for businesses, and also helping with vouchers around training. So you can go and get skills training, you can go and get management support training. And then the second two, access to global experts and also research and development funding, is something that I'll talk a little bit further about. So MSI is the government's newest ministry, because it's a merger of what was Morst and what was Forced. The Ministry of Science, Research and Technology and the Foundation for Science, Research and Technology merged back in beginning of February, 1st of February. And it's the lead agency in the science and innovation sector. We have a lot of the funding support that goes into research in universities, CRIs, and also into business, into commercial side. And that's what Tech NZ is. Tech NZ is there to actually help commercial companies doing commercially orientated research. Main driver is to improve the economic growth through research and development. Very much the R end is looking at the technology, as the name suggests. We're looking at the technology. How can we actually help companies grow bigger, better, faster by using developing world-class technology? And it's also a connector, building links between business, government, and research. So with people in the middle, we can actually connect you through. We know a man who does, so to speak, or a woman who does. So we're there to support. So it's not just cash, but it's also those connections. So what are we looking to do? And when will we know when we've actually achieved what we're trying to do? Growing more diverse economy, using the smart economy, culture change, research organisations and business clamouring to work together. That's not been the case in the past, is it? Quite often you've had research organisations that are up there in the, sort of head in the clouds, and you've got businesses struggling around and not being able to actually connect. So we're looking to actually create those conduits and help that. Lift business investment in R&D to OECD average. So improving the amount of investment in research that is going on within the company. More and larger tech exporters. International reputation as a smart nation. We've got a generally well-educated workforce. Let's use it. And as a result of all those things, we should rise up the OECD tables. So how do we actually help? We call them investments, but we can put government cash into companies to actually support R&D projects, capability, long-term R&D programs, and projects for business new to R&D. And I'll come back to those in a minute. But I just wanted to call them an investment, because when we actually look at a project, we look at it as the same eyes as a potential investor has. Is this a good investment? Is this a good use of taxpayers' money? Yours and my money. We're not there just to dole it out. We're there to invest it in the best possible way, where it's going to get the biggest return for the company and also for the country. So for the assessment side, we look on it as an investment. But having said that, once it's then agreed, we then stop. It's not an investment, it's more like a grant, in that money goes into the company. Yes, we monitor it as it goes through the project and look to see what's happened at the end of the project, but we don't take an equity in the company, we don't take a royalty. We are looking for the companies to actually increase their profits, and if they increase their profits, they'll increase their tax. So that's the return we're looking to get, is return into higher taxes through higher profits. And also we're looking for something for New Zealand Inc. So we're looking for export dollars, we're looking for jobs, we're looking for maybe reducing import dollars. So it's looking at that international side of things. So we have a range of products that will actually help support companies of all sizes, from your early stage startups. So we can actually get expertise in there, so that you're developing your new widget or whatever it is, and you've hit a technology barrier. We can help you get technical expertise in beside you to actually solve those issues. We can also do a little bit around checking up on the intellectual property position, the IP position, to find out whether you've got what we call freedom to operate, and also get some strategic commercialization advice into that at an early stage. We also have, and it was introduced by the government last year, the technology transfer vouchers, which is to encourage companies to actually go to accredited service providers like the University of Auckland or Industrial Research Limited with their projects, and they will then take that on. They will do it for you, your research project. And we will, where appropriate, we'll give you a voucher for 50% of that cost. Good scheme to encourage small companies to take that extra step, especially for companies that don't actually already have an R&D department. That is a scheme for you. Then as you grow up in size, probably the vouchers reduce a bit, because the larger companies will probably have their own R&D department, already have their own R&D staff. So we will then look at projects, and we'll actually get there, actually help the company with costs of those projects, using both internal and external costs. And the